We spent like 6 months in Montreal working hard, putting our money together because we knew we were going to make that big trip. And we also recorded stuff. Because, you know, in the early days when you go to a record company, they'd give you like 3 hours to record a demo in their studio. Yeah, that's how we did it. That's all the demos recorded that way in the early days. And we were really totally dissatisfied with the results.
We pooled about $4,000 or $5,000 together. We made a home studio, made some demos, had about $2,500 left, moved to Los Angeles for 3-4 months, and we said we're not coming back until we have a record contract. And it happened on the last day when we ran out of money.
See, I had the experience of being home at the time, because being a little younger and still being in school. And I remember when they called and said, I think we got a deal. My parents and I were just going crazy at home, you know, because, I mean, waiting so long.
Yeah, it was unheard of in those days, because, I mean, you know, back then, all we had was Gordon Lightfoot and Anne Murray. There were no stars from Canada. You know, it just didn't happen. It was a dream come true. At that point, we didn't know that that was just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, there was so much work left to do. I mean, we had to tour the country for years and years and really work hard.
Touring with Gino was a whirlwind. It was a time when Gino was growing and coming up. He was working smaller arenas to start with, and then graduating up to the Forums, the 20,000 seaters.
The performances grew. In the beginning, you know, I was a little bit shy because I was a drummer who had turned singer. So there was always something about me that was hoping I can get, you know, a cymbal to cover my face or something like that. But with time, I grew out of the shyness, and I started to respond to the music that I was writing on stage with great musicians around me in a way that the music would just move my body. There were some great nights. One time I was pulled into a crowd and actually I was yanked and made the flip and fell on my back. Well, I slipped a disc with that one.
The excitement was tremendous. We had a core of fans that knew every lyric, every song. With the lighting, you could actually focus on faces out in the crowd singing to the music and being totally moved.
And I just wanna stop. And I just wanna stop. The world ain't right without you, babe. And I just wanna stop. Well, it is. To forget it, but all alone my mind won't let it. Ooh, and I just wanna stop and tell you what I feel about you, babe. Wanna stop, the world ain't right without you, babe.
I live in the Northwest primarily because I believe my wife pointed us in this direction.
It's a great day.
There's an old saying in Portland, if you don't like the weather, just wait. I found the Northwest to be breathtakingly beautiful in a natural sense. But I think culturally it really inspired me. I loved to see all the painters, the sculptors, the musicians, especially jazz musicians, and all the live jazz music that was being played here.
Hi, I'm Kim. I'm your pilot for today.
Hey, Kim.
Nice to meet you.
All right, off to the gorge.
Let's go.
All right.
Inspiration comes from various sources. Sometimes it comes from something my son or my wife will say. It could be a sunset, it could be a sunrise, it could be the extravagant beauty of the Columbia Gorge. I suppose I'm always composing. I mean, the mind never really stops. Always looking hard, trying not to miss a beat. But when I look into a place like this, the Columbia Gorge, I am silenced. There's nothing to say, nothing to prove. Not the slightest creative impulse stirs within me, because it's all been done, and perfectly. The sense of spirituality, is the crux of the matter. I don't know of any artist that I love, whether it be Beethoven or Walter Whitman or Wordsworth or Stravinsky, or Debussy, that didn't see either beauty in the Catholic religion or whatever religion, or in nature, or in something they could say, I identify with this.